Jetzt ist er wieder.
Oh, Phil. Be brave, Sarah. Hello. Oh, here's my camera.
I just wanted to check out that feature as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, sure.
Since you visited us.
So yeah, there's only 7 people at the moment. But how do you feel? Everything fine?
Yeah, well, I think it was pretty cool. Went amazing. Like it was more stable than I expected, actually.
Yeah.
Everything. So.
I mean, given that there are over 300 people in Hop-In at the moment, and for the whole day, for the entire day already, I think that it's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like it was really nice.
I guess you're quite relaxed after your talk now.
Yeah, now that it's also, I think the end of the semester also helps with that. Like the presentation's over, end of the semester, it contributes to that feeling.
Great, yeah. I know you're almost done with your studies now. Yeah. So I'm waiting for actually your teaching team.
We don't want to occupy the space here.
No problem at all. Nice chatting to you. Oh, Juan is coming.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Juan, where are you? Come back. And second, so.
Juan is that?
Hello, Juan. Good to see you.
Everything going?
Thank you very much. Long time.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yes. So we're waiting for Marie and your other colleague Juan.
Yeah, both. I think Marie is still on the stage, but let me just tell her real quick to join.
Yeah, right. And okay. And if you happen to find Juan online, the other Juan, please also tell him to join.
Okay.
I haven't seen him online today. I mean,
I saw him online earlier. But let me just see if I can find him real quick.
Oh, and Marie, Lena, I need a coffee. Gib dir der Tasse. Kaffee machen in der Tasse bitte. Ja. So, they're still going on at the main session, aren't they?
They were, and I left, so I don't know if it's still ongoing or not.
Okay.
On my browser, stage is not showing live anymore, but maybe it still is. I don't know.
Okay.
So I dropped them a couple of lines. Let's see if they come to the meeting.
Cool.
Looking cool over there. And
yeah, I mean, have a bar here. You shouldn't be able to look this way. Until it's basically where the cups are. It's all office, and this side is all bar. So 6 people only, so it looks like people are still busy.
Yep.
Wait, I take my second computer and look what's going on at the
Perfect. Go ahead.
stage.
I'll be here.
Yeah, they are still discussing on the main stage.
Then I guess we'll get more people flowing in as soon as that is over.
Yeah.
So is that a setup only for this, or is that the usual setup in Calgary?
This is how I work.
Yeah, that office.
It's my office.
There you go. We got Marie.
Hello, Marie.
Hi.
Oh, I need to enlarge your screen. What did I see? Cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I just need to adjust my camera a bit, I think. I had a problem. Let's see what I can do with the setting. I will have to prioritize between me and the table. So
Yeah.
I prioritize the table, I think.
Very quickly, before other people join, you want to hand me a cinnamon roll. Hand it to me to this side so I get it from here. Which side is this from your screen?
Oh, that will be
From my,
cool.
yeah, in my screen, it's me who's giving it, like right here.
Yeah.
Go the other way. Now
The other way for you?
go to your left, Marie. Head it to your left. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah.
I'm just gonna see what I can do with my camera because actually,
So for you, Niels, where am I on your screen? Because to me, you are I am at the top and you're to my left, and Marie, it's down there.
You're right. It changes because, depending on what people double click, their individual screens look differently.
Okay.
But Marie, look here.
nice.
Coffee. At least have a sip before it's cold. So
I put some coffee in a thermos so I can sort of deliver. But I'm just gonna see what I can do with the camera settings.
With me not wearing glasses, that's strange with the sunglasses. When I try to drink coffee, it's all foggy. Okay.
We grew to 11 viewers now.
Yeah, so more people joining. Hello. And again, Juan, if you can hunt down Javeriana, that would be nice. And I also tried to invite Marco from Alto and Alice from Paris. Alice will probably make it after the stage empties because she has responsibilities over there. And Marco has not seen my posts yet, I guess. But just to show a bit more, the breadth of the teaching teams globally, I try to reach out to some people that I can get hold of. So 11 people there already. For you, we are just waiting here until the stage empties. But as far as I see, Martin and Matteo are still engaged there. So.
So I dropped another message to Juan Paulo. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. So this is in my introduction. It's called Fika Linköping. I originally tried to make it tried to call it Fika Lindström, and then strike through the Lindström. But I think that's an insider joke that nobody would get it.
I don't think anyone wants to acknowledge that they know what that means.
Well, some people still make a good business out of it, So. Und Lena fragt, kann man auch hinterher im Hintergrund mit Maja klären kannst, wie lange wir die Bühne machen lassen sollen, offen lassen sollen.
Um wie viel Uhr? Also
ja,
wir anfangen?
Wir hätten ja vor 3 Minuten schon anfangen sollen.
Ich glaube, der Redner redet noch.
Ich weiß. Deswegen versuche ich im Hintergrund dann mal mit der Maja zu klären, wie lange wir die Bühne auflassen sollen. Also quasi haben wir dann nur 20 Minuten statt 30 oder verschiebt sich alles?
Ich frage mal.
All right. But so far, as I told Juan, so far I think it's working nicely. I think I have the impression that everything works smoothly.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
And that was a really good keynote.
Yeah.
Yes. That was an extremely good one.
Yeah. It was really interesting. I was also thinking with what we did earlier this semester with the foresight course that we had to put together. It was quite interesting in connection to that as well.
Okay, Matthias, so the Q&A session is over. And now Matthias is announcing how the rest of the afternoon will look like. So I guess people will come over. We already did 20 people. That's cool.
Yep. Our viewers are going up, so.
So I see one person requesting to access the stage. We will give access to our guests here on the stage after we make the introduction, so please stay tuned. We will invite some others to join. Oh my God, here, Juan is there. Hello. I gave him permission. Hello, Juan.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, Maria.
Hi. Hi,
Niels.
Juan.
Best regards to Kali.
Are you in Cali?
No, I said best regards to Kali. I guess you're in Cali.
Yeah,
No,
Cali.
I was asking Juanpa if
Sorry.
he was in Cali.
Yeah, I'm in Cali in this moment. It's 9:40 a.m.
Sushi is not that hard. Bald hair, so it is actually really easy to.
So we have Juan by the power of two now. Sushi.
Juan here.
Juan bald, Juan hair. Sushi, it's late for you. What time is it? 7 hours. Oh, yeah, that's at roughly midnight. Yeah. Good. So I guess 66. So we can get started now. I can't read anything. Anyway, we get started. So welcome to the Sugar Bar. For those of you who have not joined the previous session, let me introduce what the Sugar Bar is and how we're going to approach the session. So what do you do at a normal conference if the sessions are over and you have a break? Usually you go to the bar to hang out, to chill, to meet people, have a discussion, make friends, and this is exactly what we try to do here at this bar. And to make this work, make yourself comfortable, get you a soda, get you a coffee, get you a drink, get you a wine, get you a beer, whatever applies to your region and is appropriate in your region and your time zone at the moment. Well, and also we have to behave in a certain way. So we have introduced some rules to the Sugar Bar stage. We call it the Sugar Bar mantra. And most of you who are in design thinking, they know the IDEO mantra, like defer judgment and build on the ideas of others, blah, 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 blah. 20, 30 years old, so we all know this. We stole this mantra and modified it slightly. So let me introduce to our mantra here at the bar. So the first thing to do is emails, defer the emails to later. So no email doing, stay with us at the bar. So second thing, stay tuned. So we ask you to join the stage, but still stay tuned and stay with us. And after the intro of our guests, you will have a chance. Also, please have a look at what people post, what you have learned today, combine topics, combine ideas, and then post wild ideas to our chat. Since we're in a bar, it's all about drinks and food. So please make sure that you have only one drink at a time. And finally, you have to build on the cheers of others. So interact with each other and have fun. I was talking about collaboration and talking about interview partners and guests here at the bar. So let me introduce who else is here in the session with me. I start with Marie from Linköping in Sweden. Hello, Marie.
Hi, Niels. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I hope you too. I know that you are at home because of Corona conditions, so you're not at a bar, but you make yourself comfortable.
I tried my best.
You did your best. Perfect. Then who else is here? There is, let me get the females first. Alice from Paris. Hello, Alice. Alice, you have guests there. Who are the guests? Oh, she's gone. Oh, here she is.
Yeah, hi. I'm
Oh,
back.
we can't hear you. You're on mute. Yes, yes.
Students, the students.
Yes, students. Great. Awesome. So, basically, until 10 minutes ago, Alice and I were the chat facilitators on the main stage. So we had the whole afternoon together already on the various chat panels. So then, who else is here? We have Juan by the power of 2. So there's 2 Juan. Since we started in Sweden, Juan Ruiz, maybe you introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Juan Ruiz. I'm actually a Colombian, part of the teaching team for the Linköping University in Sweden. So, yep, nice to be here. Nice to talk to you all.
And that was a perfect gateway to our next guest, another Juan, Juan Pablo from actually Cali. Hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Juan Garcia. Yeah. I'm from Colombia. Good morning.
Wonderful. So where are you working from? University or at home today?
I'm working from my house in this moment.
Okay. Good. So what time is it in Colombia?
It's exactly 9:45 a.m.
9:45. Okay.
No,
so
I have the coffee here.
That's still breakfast time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's breakfast time.
So, all right. Okay, yeah. And in Sweden, as we can see, Marie is well prepared. She's serving a coffee at the moment, and she has some delicious stuff over there. What do you have there, Marie?
Well, I have prepared a very, very traditional Swedish fika. And fika is basically, you take sort of, it could be 15 minutes, it could be half an hour, it could be 2 hours. But you basically take a break in life, you sit down and you enjoy the small things in life.
Okay.
But then there is one thing that's very wrong here, and that is I'm sitting all by myself. That's not the normal way of doing it, but that's sort of these days. So what I have prepared here for myself is a very traditional Swedish fika of old school kind. And if you invited somebody over for a fika, if you were a decent person, you would offer at least 7 different types of cookies. So I have 7 different types of very Swedish cookies here. And then these are not very traditional Swedish cardamom rolls. They're actually, I think they're more French, but they're quite nice. They're sourdough.
Okay.
This is part of a Swedish fika tradition. And I just realized, Niels, that I've never actually offered you the full Swedish fika tradition.
But we had lots of cinema rolls in when I was over. Actually, can you hand me one of these rolls? Hello.
Hello.
Marie, can you hand me one of the rolls?
Yeah, sure. I can try.
Yeah, give them to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
It's not a real Swedish one, but it's good enough for the afternoon.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Awesome. Yeah, I have to say, when I was in Linköping for the first time, that was about 1.5 years or 2 years ago. Marie introduced me to fika, and since then I have become such a big fan of fika that I earned myself a Swedish fika cup. So that's the one that I have with me here today, so to celebrate the afternoon. But I guess it's afternoon time in Europe, it's breakfast time in Southern America, Juan, and at both occasions we heavily drink coffee. And Matteo, you're Italian. Yeah, Italian coffee it's another story. So this is a session we take as an anchor. We take the topic coffee. So what I would be interested in Juan, since you are the one who moved from Southern America, where the coffee actually comes from, to Sweden, where people drink coffee in a interesting way.
Yeah.
What was your cultural shock in terms of coffee when you moved over to Sweden?
Well, the thing is that when I moved here, I thought of myself not as a big coffee drinker, and I could not tell the difference. It was just good coffee, and that's it. Until I moved to Sweden. And then I realized that I was more picky about coffee than I previously knew.
Okay.
So let me just set the stage a little bit. As a friend of mine from here, from Sweden, once told me that the same way that I approach pizza, which is bad pizza is better than no pizza, it's the same thing for them for coffee. So they will have it. They could have the most disgusting coffee that you can imagine. They're happy because they're having coffee. But to my personal taste, Swedish coffee can be a little bit burned. So thick that you can put a spoon and it will just hold in place, not go anywhere. And in general, also, and here I'm not going to blame Sweden. We have a horrible coffee machine at the university. This is not Sweden's fault. This is just our horrible coffee machine. So I started realizing that I was more picky about coffee than I previously knew.
Okay.
So yeah, my relationship to coffee changed when I moved here. Now I'm considered a person who looks for exquisite coffee, which is just not burnt, basically. That's my high standard of coffee in Sweden.
So the other Juan at Cali, how do you drink coffee in Colombia? So what's the flavor? Do you drink it in large pots or like the Italians, like a small one? Or what's the coffee culture, at least for breakfast in Colombia?
That's a good question. I think it's for all time, during the whole day, but especially in the morning for breakfast with the breakfast, with bread, with buñuelo and arepa. Do you know, Juanfe?
No, of course. I miss it every day of my life.
Maria also knows what it means.
Oh yeah, I visited Colombia.
Well, that's it, yeah.
Okay. So, and I mean, the other guest that we have here on stage, Matteo, I mean, we all know the multiple ways Italians can prepare coffee. But I cannot at least not pronounce them as nicely as you. So introduce us to some of the coffee variations.
Okay, like the basic point is that coffee is the essential thing for everything. So it's good for social interaction. So you meet over a coffee at any time in the day. It's good for starting the day. It's, after lunch, before lunch, and that's the basic thing is that is espresso.
Okay.
So it's this very condensed liquid that people really can taste in their nose before they're in their mouth, and to have like a mix between mixture and degree of burning of the coffee, but most people know that in Italy coffee has a grammar. Let's say that the grammar is that it's usually with milk in the morning and it's black in the afternoon. And you can see that people are not from Italy when they go in the afternoon in a bar and they say, "Yeah, can I have a cappuccino?" And the bartender says, "Really? That's not really right. You're a tourist." And people drink their cappuccino in the afternoon. They're very happy and they think they are doing an Italian thing, but that's actually not. Cappuccino before lunch. And you can have some little, dip of milk in your espresso in the afternoon, but that's only for So for some. And then there are some places in Italy that coffee is with it's corretto, which is with a little alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's usually in the Northeast. Is happening, and you need to be very careful because it can be 8 a.m. in the morning. Once I was in Venice and said, "Can I have an espresso?" And the guy put some grappa in it. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Yeah, that's an espresso." And for us, it's corretto, which means that you adjust the taste with the grappa, and usually you do that in the afternoon or evening. But in Veneto, that's can be. This gives you a little bit of energy. It's cold there, so it's good. I see also Gerard. Do you drink a cappuccino in the afternoon?
Yeah, you're muted.
You're muted, Gerard.
By the way, don't mind me if I start with my fika.
Yeah, before we continue, Matteo, you were just off the stage. Can you tell me, since the stage was a bit delayed, are we going for? So we have 5 minutes left here. The bar needs to be on time. Well, that's a tough thing. So let me do the last 6 minutes. I would like to do one thing here at the bar. First of all, guests in the chat room, please, if you have any questions, post them in the chat. And we have one further person here in the room, Lena, but I probably, you should check the chat only at this point in time because it's only a few minutes left. So Lena will tell me the questions if there's anything. Otherwise, I would like to use the time, is particular for our guests, to introduce those people who are actually running the sugar program for a long time, several years, if not a decade. And here the people I invited to the sugar bar at lunchtime. This was these were the people from the teaching teams from Matteo from Italy, from Bologna. We had Sushi from Japan, from Kyoto, and now we have other guests here. So we want to introduce you who are the people who maintain this network for a while and probably show them from a bit of a personal side. So let me go back to Juan. The one with hair.
I told you it's easier that way.
Yeah, so Juan, you're from the University of Javeriana. And I remember when I joined the Sugar Network, one of the first time I took part in an expo like today, this was when we were on Stanford campus. And your university, you had a team, and this was into building furniture for your campus. So that was my connection to you. Tell me a little bit, so how do you run the program at Javeriana, and what did you make out of the furniture?
Well, thanks, Niels. Well, we're part of M310 Sugar Network since 2007.
Wow.
In fact, I was the first core of students working with Stanford for Autodesk in 2007, 2008. And I'm the head of the innovation program in Javeriana since 2014. So I have run something like 20 projects in these 12 years.
Wow, wonderful. But so what happened to the furniture that you had back in 2013 or when it was?
Yeah, in this moment, we only have the final functional prototype in our loft in Javeriana.
Yeah.
And that's it. Unfortunately, we have not found an ally to mass produce this furniture because the manufacturing mold is very expensive.
Okay.
Well, that's the most difficult part of the innovation process, I think, to bring it to the market.
But I really liked it. You see, it stuck with me for 7 years. So I really like this project. Cool. So Marie from Sweden, Juan from Sweden, what projects did you have this year?
We had a Bosch project, so we got the chance to look into the future. So it was really interesting with the keynote. It felt very much related since we got the assignment to look at least 10 years into the future.
Okay.
Which can be quite challenging.
Right. Cool. Yeah. And what other? You have more projects than one? You do.
We have one more project in ME310 with Stanford. So we worked with a company called Digital Film Tree.
Okay.
On medical imaging.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matteo, I think I didn't ask you this question in the morning or at lunchtime. What were your projects this year? Could you give us an overview?
Yeah, we had IMA, which is happening in the next session, and then we had Medicover with IMA was with Stanford, and Medicover was with Warsaw Institute of Technology. Then we were also co-sharing a project with Unimore and Polyme with Sanofi Genzyme, which is also happening in the next session.
Right. Yeah, awesome.
This year, no food-related project,
No
unfortunately.
Yeah. We had the discussion about crisp bread this morning already, so I don't repeat this again. Right. So probably this is one thing that we have to close here in a good minute or so. So something, an aspect of appreciation that I would like to share with you is what I really appreciate about the Sugar Network, and you see the many people who are actually teaching this program for many, many years, if not decades. First of all, the diversity of people. So there's such a lot of disciplines united here in the network. And for me personally, I always perceive it as inspiration. Speaking to people from a completely different background, whether it's engineering, design, almost arts related, or it's more in the social sciences field. So that's always inspiration. And so this is probably one of the points that we wanted to make here by introducing or making visible those people who are involved. Any further comments? Sushi joined. Yeah. Juan, coffee. Cheers. Sushi, anything to add from your side? Sushi? No, Sushi's not there anymore. Freeze, out of freeze. Okay, anyway. So we have to leave. Anyways, please go over to the main stage. The videos are starting in 2 seconds. See you later. Enjoy the rest of the day. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Nice to see you. Bye-bye.